Hi, I'm Johnny, and this is Comics Altruism. And this is my entry into J Hood Creative's 100 subscriber contest, and I'll leave the link below even though there's not that much time left to enter. What he wants to know from us is what our 5 favorite comic books are. And this time, it's not favorite runs or favorite characters or whatever. It's legit like your favorite issues of a given book. So I guess I'll just get right into it. And I've already talked about this character so many times and her sociological importance, how within the comic book industry and comic book fandom, it's necessary for a character like this to exist for the abolition of xenophobic ideals, for instance. So just acceptance and also female empowerment from a young age, because as we'll see from the Disney Plus subscription thing that they've got going on, it'll probably get through to a lot more little girls than most comic books have. So that's number one. When I was reading that, I was super excited. I was like, now we're doing it right. I liked it so much, in fact, that I bought a second copy and a third copy, and I can't remember if I won this or if I bought it from Farley, but another copy. So yeah, I got a bunch of those. Next up, I gotta choose this one, even though it's recent, and that's the silent issue of Batman, that recent one from the Tom King run. I really dig it. It was when I opened this up and just saw what was going on and how it was all action in this comic. It is Batman number 67. So it's really easy to find. Check it out if you can or if you want or whatever. You're probably already familiar with it, J Hood, and we got tons of Batman fans in the community. The next one, speaking of enthusiasm, when reading the first issue of something, this was actually my intro, at least in comic books, to Brian K. Vaughan. I bought this like the very first month that it came out. I just liked the cover and what I had heard about it beforehand, about how it was going to be based in the 80s and everything. So it was going to appeal to the Goonies sensibilities in us. And the whole time travel thing is always a very interesting subject to me. So Paper Girls number 1. And this one, which I got when it came out as well, Metarog just posted an awesome video suggesting a movie for Deathlock, and I am in full agreement with him on that one. I already liked RoboCop at this age, which I shouldn't have. I was way too young to see RoboCop, but I had already seen it like 5 or 6 times on VHS. This just reminded me a lot of RoboCop, even though Deathlock came way before, and RoboCop probably stole from that concept, but whatever, we're not talking about plagiarism here. Another one, just based on my enthusiasm, was this one, because I was a huge Superman fan as a kid, and this was a way to jump on, because I've always been a little bit OCD and a completionist and everything. Finding this on the spinner rack was awesome, and this painted cover too. I had never seen anything like this before, so I used my hard-earned newspaper money for that one. I'm not going into too much detail about each of these books because my videos are always way too long. I hope you understand, J Hood. And then I also hope that this counts, but AD After Death by Scott Snyder and Jeff Lemire. I'm not going to explain the whole synopsis to you or anything, but it's pretty odd that it's actually the opposite of what you would normally expect, where Jeff Lemire does the writing and somebody else does the art. It's actually the opposite here. So Scott Snyder did the writing, and it's very cerebral. It's well worth checking out if you haven't already. Jeff Lemire's art is actually really good. It's very distinctive, and these watercolors and stuff like that, huge fan. It's not for everybody, and I remember reading an interview or maybe hearing it on the radio just about how his style or whatever, it doesn't look incredibly refined, but in its own way, that is what makes it unique. You can tell Jeff Lemire anywhere. But anyway, check out AD After Death. J Hood Creative, thank you for the fun contest and making me go back through my piles of books again. Everybody, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.